Hey everyone, welcome back to Dr. English Channel Podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Anna. Today we're taking you somewhere completely different, deep into the forest. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos about the easy ways to learn English from beginner.
That's right. Today's episode is called How to Survive in the Forest. And we're not just talking about camping for fun, we're talking about real survival skills.
Exactly. Imagine this. You're hiking with your friends, the path looks easy, but suddenly you take a wrong turn. The sun sets, your phone battery dies, and now it's just you, the trees, and the sounds of nature.
That's the moment when you realize how much you depend on simple things like maps, lights, and Wi-Fi.
Yes, and that's why today we're going to guide you through every step, from the moment you get lost to building shelter, finding food and water, and making it back home safely.
This is going to be both practical and a little philosophical because survival isn't just about skills, it's about mindset.
Let's start from the beginning. You realize you're lost. What's the first thing you do?
Most people panic. That's natural. But the number one rule in survival is don't panic.
Exactly. Take a deep breath, stop walking, and just think. Because every bad decision starts with panic.
You have to slow down, sit on a rock, take off your backpack, drink a sip of water, and ask yourself, what do I know?
That's such good advice. People forget that your mind is your biggest survival tool.
Yes, your phone might die, your GPS might fail, but your mind can stay calm and logical if you let it.
And awareness is everything. Notice the time of day, the position of the sun, the direction you came from.
Exactly. In the first few hours, your goal is not to explore, it's to stay put, think, and make a plan.
So, if someone gets lost in a forest, the first thing they should do is stop moving until they're sure what to do next.
Right, because moving without direction just makes it harder for rescuers to find you.
Okay, so you've calmed down and accepted that you might have to spend the night. What's next?
Shelter. Before food or water, your first priority is protection from the elements, cold, wind, or rain.
That makes sense. Even in mild weather, the temperature can drop fast in the forest at night.
Exactly. Hypothermia can happen even at 10 degrees Celsius if you're wet and tired. So you need to find or build something that keeps you dry and warm.
What if you don't have a tent?
No problem. You can build a simple lean-to. Find a big fallen branch or tree trunk, lean smaller branches against it, and cover them with leaves or pine needles.
Oh, like a natural roof.
Yes, the idea is to trap warm air and stay dry. Even a small space is better. Smaller shelters hold heat better than big ones.
That's a great tip. And what about the ground?
Never sleep directly on the ground. Use leaves, dry grass, or your backpack as insulation. The earth pulls heat from your body fast.
So the goal is to stay dry, warm, and protected from wind.
Exactly. Shelter gives you safety and a sense of control. Once you have that, your stress goes down and your mind works better.
Okay, you've got shelter. Next, water. You can survive days without food, but only a couple of days without water.
That's right, but here's the tricky part. You can't just drink from any stream or pond. It might look clean, but it can contain bacteria.
So what do you do if you don't have a filter?
Boil it. If you have a way to make fire and something to heat water in, boiling for a few minutes kills most germs.
And if you can't boil?
Then you have to get creative. You can collect rainwater with a plastic sheet or make a solar still. It's a simple setup that uses sunlight to evaporate and condense clean water.
Wow, that sounds like science class.
It's simple survival science. You dig a hole, place a container in the middle, cover it with plastic, and put a small rock on top. The sun evaporates moisture from the soil, and it drips down into the container.
That's brilliant. And slow, but better than nothing.
Exactly. And remember, never drink seawater, dirty puddles, or standing swamp water. Those can make you sick fast.
Let's talk about fire, because that's what people always imagine when they think of survival.
Yes, fire means warmth, safety, and hope. It keeps animals away, dries your clothes, and boosts your morale.
How do you start one without matches?
If you have a lighter, that's ideal. If not, friction fire, but that's hard. You can also use steel and flint or even a battery and some steel wool if you have it.
That's a great trick. I once saw a video where someone used their glasses to focus sunlight and start a small flame.
Yes, that works too. The key is to start small. Dry grass, bark, or tiny twigs first, then slowly add larger sticks.
So, preparation is everything. You can't just throw a log on a spark.
Exactly. Fire teaches patience. It's one of those things that mirrors survival itself. Slow, steady, and careful.
And beyond warmth, it gives comfort. Seeing that flame at night must feel like companionship.
It really does. It's psychological as much as practical. A fire can give you hope.
Okay, now let's say it's your second or third day. You've got shelter, water, and fire. But what about food?
Food is less urgent, but it helps keep your energy up. If you're in a real survival situation, focus on things you recognize.
So, don't just eat random berries.
Exactly. Some are poisonous. If you don't know what it is, don't eat it.
So, what's safe?
In most forests, you can look for nuts, acorns, edible roots, or insects.
I know that sounds unpleasant, but they're full of protein.
I've read that ants and crickets are actually eaten in many cultures.
Yes, and they're safe if cooked. But again, the key is to focus on staying hydrated and conserving energy.
So food is important, but not the first priority.
Right. You can survive weeks without food, but only days without water or warmth.
Once you've stabilized shelter, water, fire, it's time to think about getting out.
Exactly. Navigation comes next. If you know roughly where you started, look for natural signs.
Like what? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Moss often grows on the north side of trees in the northern hemisphere. Rivers usually lead to civilization.
That's good to know. And what about leaving signs for rescuers?
Very important. Make symbols with rocks or branches, like arrows pointing your direction, or big letters like SOS.
So you should make yourself visible.
Yes, bright colors help, or smoke from your fire. Rescuers look for contrast in nature, anything that doesn't blend in.
That's interesting. It's like communication without words.
Exactly. Survival is communication with nature and people.
Let's talk about the mental side, because being alone in the forest can be terrifying.
Yes, fear, loneliness, and exhaustion can break you faster than hunger.
So how do you stay strong?
You focus on small goals. Instead of thinking, I'm lost, you think, I'll find water today, or I'll make fire before sunset.
That's smart. It keeps your mind focused and positive.
Exactly. Survival is 80% mental. Once you lose hope, your body follows.
So you need a reason, something to hold on to.
Yes, think about the people waiting for you, the sunrise tomorrow, or even the sound of birds. Hope is energy.
That's beautiful, David.
It's true. People who survive aren't always the strongest. They're the ones who stay calm, creative, and hopeful.
I love how survival in the forest teaches us lessons we can use in life.
Totally. It's about awareness, patience, and gratitude.
Right. You learn how little you really need to live. Water, shelter, warmth, and willpower.
Yes, and you start noticing beauty again. The smell of trees, the sound of wind.
Sometimes getting lost makes you find yourself.
Exactly. The forest humbles you. It reminds you that nature doesn't care about your schedule, your phone, or your money.
And yet, it provides everything you need if you know how to look.
That's the essence of survival, learning to live with nature, not against it.
So let's recap our survival plan.
Step 1, don't panic, stay calm and think. Step 2, find or build shelter. Step 3, secure safe water. Step 4, make fire. Step 5, find food if necessary. Step 6, plan for navigation or rescue.
And through it all, stay mentally strong.
Exactly. Survival isn't just a skill, it's a mindset.
I think the forest teaches us something important. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond.
Well said. And that's true both in the wild and in life.
So, to everyone listening, next time you go hiking, prepare well, respect nature, and remember, your greatest tool is your mind.
Perfect closing words. Thanks for joining us today.
And we'll see you next week on Dr. English Channel. Stay safe, stay calm, and keep learning.